Have you seen these wigs before? Why do African judges wear these white curly powdered wigs introduced during the colonial era today? The history of these wigs is actually very peculiar, and it has nothing to do with the judicial system. Let's talk about that. Aristocrats in the 17th century started wearing these wigs after they were popularized by King Louis XIV. King Louis XIV himself was following in his father's footsteps, King Louis XIII, who started wearing the wigs in 1624 to cover his premature baldness. So, why is someone's insecurity from precisely 400 years ago being used as a symbol of justice in the supreme courts of African countries today? Many African countries, including Kenya, Nigeria, and Ghana, dropped their own traditional symbols of justice and adapted this wig that does not fit their hairstyles, their sense of fashion, or even the weather in that region. Why are African judges, African lawyers walking into courts built way after independence, styled in wigs and robes that were introduced by colonizers who never gave these people their fundamental human rights? According to some people, this represents continuity or professionalism, but lawyers and citizens alike are starting to question whether this is a symbol of justice or it's just a tradition from our dark history that has never been removed. Some African countries actually never adopted this culture, South Africa being one of them. Malawi temporarily suspended the wigs due to the rising temperatures. You see, it does not fit that region. Zambia started phasing them out ages ago, and Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso banned them in 2025. The big question is not necessarily why do they still exist, but what message do they send to the public? To a young lawyer walking into a courtroom for the first time, to a small boy flipping through his civics textbook and seeing a justice system that is being styled by a culture brought by people who colonized their country. So, in African countries, with African laws, for African people, why the colonial wig? Make it make sense. No, really, make it make sense.